So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So right now I'm at Central Seremban 2. So right here we have a EV model. So this is the BYD Atto 3. So previously I have made a short video about this car, but I never test drive it. I just sit at the back seat. But at that time I never make a detailed walk around video of this BYD Atto 3. So in today's video I'm going to show you all the features that it is in the BYD Atto 3 right here. So I suspect this is a lower spec model. So BYD actually Atto 3 actually comes with two spec in Malaysia. This I think is the standard range, which has 480 kilometers of range. There's also the high spec, the 500 kilometers. There's the extended variant. So now let's take you a tour around the car. So this, as you can see, you get a very nice design LED projector headlights. Actually, the overall looks like a conventional SUV design, but don't get me wrong, this is a fully electric vehicle. So very nice design. As you can see, it gets some blue highlights, but it doesn't come with laser light. Okay, it's not like the BMW laser light system. So at the front, you get a very pronounced silver garnishing together with a BYD plate. Down here it houses the ADAS system. So right here, because it's an EV, so they are not required to have an air intake. So here are just aesthetic purposes, and it looks very sporty at the front. So here's the rim. So this is a dual tone polish rim. So I think this rim is 1 inch smaller than the full spec model, the extended range. So this is finished in 17 inch to 215 60 17 inch. Front and rear disc brakes, BYD design, and you need to press to unlock the charging. This is your normal AC adapter. You pull another time, this is the DC. Alright, these are finished in rubber, so it won't conduct electricity. So this color actually looks quite nice in my opinion, the dark blue color. So being an SUV, a crossover, comes with a roof rack. This is a functional roof rack. It's not just garnishing, it can actually load stuff. So the window lines finished in chrome. This is the keyless entry module. The doors are very solid. This is our typical Chinese made cars or EV. So you get some patterns right here to make the car look more interesting. So there are some contrast colors, so it looks more interesting. Okay. So let's show you the rear. So the rear look actually looks very nice. It sort of reminds people of the Mercedes-Benz EQA. I'm just joking, but this rear look actually is very stunning. Alright, build your dreams, okay? Not pay and build, okay? Joking. I will actually just put a BYD so that it looks more cleaner for the rear. Alright, there's the Atto 3 badge. EV it signifies this is an electric vehicle. Down here you get a very aggressive under bumper section. The wipers mounted on the windscreen, alright? You get shark fin antenna. So what do you think about the looks? I think it looks very nice for an electric SUV. So last time I seated and go for a short test ride and test drive. This car is actually quite soft in terms of the suspension setup, and actually the powers, because this is a front wheel drive, when you full throttle it actually will have wheel spin quite a bit. Alright, so this car has very big torque. This is a very typical characteristic of an electric vehicle. So get inside the car. As you can see, the interiors are very nicely designed. So the interior, the concept is like a aquarium the ocean kind of design features. As you can see, they are finished in dark blue, some orange pipings and white. So this interior is more interesting than most cars that you can find in the market. You get electronic adjustment seats. Alright, pretty well spec. So now let's get inside the car. Solid doors, alright. So I need to adjust the climate, so you need to press in the screen, alright. So you can adjust. The screen are very responsive, alright. So these are the home buttons. Very crisp, alright. Very smooth. And it does have a driving recorder. It uses the camera system. As you can see, it's actually recording. So this double has a dash cam, so you don't need to have another individual dash cam up there. Right, so now let's check out the interior. Okay, typical Chinese design. I mean Chinese car design. All are very complicated lines just to make the interior look more interesting. Leather wrap steering wheel. Even the leather right here is finished in dark blue. Alright, it's not a usual black leather with some white contrast stitching. 3 spokes. This is the BYD family design steering wheel. Alright, you can find in the Seagull, basically every BYD models. Alright, so I just activate the voice command. Close sunroof.
The sunroof is already fully closed.
Alright, so this is basically the voice command. Alright. So this is the digital meter cluster. I do feel it's a bit small in my opinion, but when you're driving an EV, all you want to see is the battery range, the charge and the speed. Alright, so it shows the necessary info of the car. Dashboard are all wrapped in soft touch. I think this is the PU leather, but all are finished in soft touch, which is very impressive for a below 200,000 ringgit EV. Alright. So you will notice, where's the door handle? So the door handle are located right here. You pull to unlock. So for those who first time sitting in this car, you may be a bit scared to find the door handles. It's actually located on the speakers above. You pull to unlock. Alright. So right here you get some very subtle ambient lighting system at the dashboard as well. So overall the interior is actually in my liking, because after seeing most of the cars on sale in Malaysia, they all offers either full black interior or just some very small contrast interior. But in the BYD Atto 3, it actually offers a very nice, very flamboyant kind of design. Actually, it attracts me, okay, to be honest. So these are the aircon vents, very big, and the controls right here. Although are finished in plastic, but they are decent, alright. Door panel are wrapped in soft touch material. Alright, down here is the BYD Atto 3 characteristic. The guitar. You get it in each of the door pockets, and all 4 doors generate different kind of sound, which is quite interesting to see in a car. So you get some door pockets, some speakers, and all 4 windows in this car are fully automatic. These are your central locking. The steering wheel expected to have tilt and telescopic. Alright, the meter actually follows the steering column, so you can always see the meter. No matter your steering wheel is adjust up, down, or front and back, you can always see the meter. Alright. So this screen are very big in my opinion, and it does have a Spotify instead of the Jukes in the Proton. Alright, I much prefer Spotify than Jukes. Down here you get some rubberized tray. These are your aircon vents, finished in dark blue finishing. These are the gear knobs. Alright. These are your P, this to put into drive. Alright, this will put into reverse. You get a reverse camera and 360. To put into P, just press the P button. These are your start stop button. These are your automatic climates. Alright. You do get dual zone climates, which is impressive. These are your electronic parking brake. These are to turn off your front parking sensor. These are the blind spot monitoring. This is to adjust the volume. All finished in very quality materials, and this part is wrapped in leather, so when you put your knees, it won't hit your leg. Alright. Down here you get some extra storage space together with the 12 volt socket. Alright, here are the cup holders. And I noticed they have a second layer which is taller to put some rather small cups inside. Alright, so these are the armrests. There are no click lock functions, so you can actually put more stuff, but you can't adjust the height individually or not adjust the position, so it's a fixed type armrest. But I do get some pattern, and the leather right here is quite plush. Impressive. Now inside here you get a very big storage compartment, and as you can see, my fist can go all the way back. Alright, basically under this cup holder section. So you can actually chunk a bag inside, alright, the small handbags. So I guess this screen doesn't come with, oh, okay, it does come with a tilt function, so you can play your TikToks here, alright. Okay, the refresh rate is rather lagging just now. Alright, it does support Apple CarPlay, and I think there's no Android Auto. Alright, as you can see, you need to connect using a USB port, alright, it's not a wireless. As you can see, this is the 360 camera diagram. Select different modes, there are also a 3D mode. The resolution is quite alright in my opinion. Different angles. Up here you do get dimming light, it's a touch sensitive type, and you do get a sunroof right here. It's a panoramic sunroof, you can open up the glass right here. And these are resembles the sports seats, they are quite supportive. And the seat length is long enough to support my thigh. So here's to open the bonnet. So these are signal stock. Yeah, all the signals are finished in LED, and you do get automatic headlights, and I think this is a rear fog lights. Alright, don't open this so that you won't get posted in the Malaysia automotive shit posting for opening the rear fog light for no reason at night. Alright, so this is how the interior looks lah. Alright, quite nice, and the glove box does have soft opening, and this rear wing mirror is sort of frameless. Alright, it finished in a gloss black. You get sun visor. It's the sliding type, so it's really high quality sun visor for both sides. Alright, so now let's check out the back seats. Let me adjust to my driving position. Alright, outside is quite noisy, so let's just talk inside the car. So okay, this BYD Atto 3 is about the size of the Honda HR-V and slightly larger than the Proton X50. So this is the amount of room that I have. Generous amount, alright. You do get rear seats pocket, generous. Rear aircon vents, BYD design. One USB port, one USB-C port. Okay, well thought of. And this, you get a center armrest with two cup holders. And the rear speakers, you still can play the guitar. Okay, you will notice the sound is different than the front door that I demonstrated just now. These are the door handle. Alright. Actually, when you open the ambient lighting, this ring right here will also light up. If you check out my previous video of a BYD Atto 3, that's the extended range variant. So this is the overall look. Okay, very funky design. Although I think most Malaysians will prefer a more conventional interior, but you are looking for something very different from others, this is definitely a choice. And I have seen quite a few units of the BYD Atto 3 on the road in KL, in Seremban. Alright, so the seats bench are full length. Alright, I have to say it's full length. It supports my thigh fully. Okay, for small kids we sit inside here, no problem, and does have ISOFIX mount for the outer two seats. And the sunroof actually gives you enough of the lighting.
Ni dashcam pun dia dah built in untuk kamera depan. So tak payah install. Belakang tak? Belakang kena install dulu. Kalau yang top grade tu ada.
This part are wrapped in soft touch as well. Soft touch, soft touch, soft touch. The whole door panel are wrapped in soft touch, so actually quite generous. Get rear disc brakes. Alright. So this is the boot space of the Atto 3. So it's about the size of the Proton X50 or even larger. So you get a partial shelf which goes above with the tailgate. And this is not the extended range, so it doesn't come with a power boot. You do need to manually close. The boot is rather heavy, alright. So the boot loading floor is considered quite low for SUV. And open up, you get a tire repair kit and some storage, because electric car, they do not have a spare tire to save some weight. So the only thing you have is the tire repair kit and some tools. So the rear, you do get a LED lights, and the quality of the panel right here is solidly finished. Alright, it doesn't wobbles around. Right here you can store some stuff like a fire extinguisher. What do you think about the rear look? I still think it looks very nice. Alright. One more details. The door panel plastic part actually wraps over the car body. As I mentioned before, if you are going through some off-road or some mud, if you're going down from the car, the mud will stick on this part so that your legs won't get dirty. And this is the compartment of the BYD Atto 3. Obviously, this is an electric vehicle. It doesn't have an engine. This is the battery pack and some electric motors. This is a front-wheel drive car. Very well presented. One thing they should have improved is, you see, they still need this stone cut to lift the bonnet instead of using a hydraulic struts. But this is something that you can add aftermarket. So this is the one more look from the front. What do you think about this car? I think it's a worth buying EV in Malaysia, considering the price are below 200,000. And the specs that they are given is actually quite generous. For this variant, this is the 480 kilometers mileage model. It's not even the full spec, but it's already so well spec. So it's worth considering. Alright. So be sure to like, share and subscribe my video, and do stay tuned for more videos like this. Alright. So there goes the walk around video of this 2022 or 2023 BYD Atto 3. Cheers.